I am Santosh Gajankar. Today I am going to solve this problem. A system is taken through a several process as a result of which the final state is identical with the initial state. The work transfer and the heat transfer during the process are given below. Complete the table. We need to complete this table. First, I will consider the process 1 2, process 1 2, 1 2. Here applying the first law of thermodynamics, delta Q 1 2 is equal to delta U 1 2 plus delta W 1 2. Here W referred as a delta W here. This is delta W. This is delta Q. This is delta U. Now the process 1 2, the work 1 2, delta W 1 2 is given as 500 plus 500. Next is delta U is unknown. We need to find out. This is the question mark. Delta Q is given as 200. 200 is equal to. We need to find this one. 200. 200 alpha is equal to, let us consider say alpha x plus 500. Shift sol is equal to, it is minus 300. Minus 300. Delta U 1 2 is minus 300 kilojoule. We got the value of delta U 1 2 as minus 300. Next process 2 3. Again the formula delta Q is equal to 2 3 is equal to delta U 2 3 plus delta W 2 3. The values they have given is delta W they have given 300 plus 300. Next delta U they have given us 400. 400. And delta Q is unknown for us. Delta Q is unknown for us. 400 plus 300, 700. 700 is equal to 700 kilojoule. We got the value of delta Q 2 3. Now we are finding the process 3 4. Process 3 4. Process 3 4. Process 3 4. Formula delta Q 3 4 is equal to delta U 3 4 plus delta W 3 4. Here delta W value is given, delta Q and delta U's are unknown. Delta W is nothing but minus 200. Minus 200. Delta U 3 4 is unknown. Delta Q 3 4 is unknown. There are two unknowns here. Let's go for finding the process 3 4. Process 3 4. Process not 3 4, 1 4. Sorry, 4 1. Process 4 1. 4 1. Apply the formula delta Q is equal to, delta Q 4 minus 1, delta U 4 dash 1. You can call it as a minus or dash, no problem. Plus delta W 4 dash 1. What are the values here? They are given it. Values are 0, delta W is 0, delta Q is 50. Write it here. This is 50 is equal to delta U 4 minus 1 is unknown plus delta W is 0. That means delta U 4 dash 1 is nothing but 50 kilojoule. 50 kilojoule. 50 kilojoule. We need to find out delta Q34 and delta Q34 and delta U34 we need to find out. How to find out? From the first law we know that summation of delta W is equal to summation of delta Q or vice versa. Now go for summation of delta W. Delta W is nothing but delta W 1 2, delta W 2 3, delta W 3 4, delta W 4 1. Delta W 1 2 plus delta W 2 3, delta W 2 3, delta W 3 4 plus delta W 3 4 plus delta W 4 1 is equal to, now in terms of delta Q 2 plus delta Q 2 3 plus delta Q 3 4 plus delta Q 4 dash 1. Now substitute the values. Now delta W 1 2, delta W 1 2, delta W 1 2, delta W 1 2 is 500, 300, 200 and 0. See here, these are the values. Delta W 500, 300, minus 200 and 0. 500, 500, 300 plus 3 4 is minus 200 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to now delta Q 1 2 value we need to check here in the table. See here, it is 200, 200, next value is unknown, that is 700. Here the value is 700. Delta Q3 is 700. Delta 3 4 is we need to find out, and delta, this is 700, this one is 700, this is the question mark, and 50. Let's substitute here. 200, 200, 200 plus delta Q3 is 700. Sorry, delta Q23 is 700 plus delta Q23 is unknown. Sorry. Delta 1 2 is 200. Delta Q23 is 700. Delta 3 4 is unknown for us, plus delta Q4 4, delta Q 4 1 is 50. 50. Now let's substitute. Now let's substitute these values by using the calculator. Now this calculator, 500 plus 300 minus 200 plus 0, alpha is equal to 200 plus 700 plus x. This is considered as x plus 50. Shift solve is equal to, the answer is minus 350. That means delta Q 34 is minus 350 kilojoule. Minus 350 kilojoule. After getting this value, substitute in this equation, process 34, you will get delta U 34. Now see here, delta Q 34 is equal to delta U 34 minus 200. Now minus 350 is equal to delta U 3-4 minus 200. Let us solve. Let us solve this one. Minus 350, alpha is equal to alpha x minus 200. Shift solve is equal to minus 150. Delta U 3-4 is equal to minus 150 kilojoule. This completes the answer. I am Santosh Gayankar. Thank you very much.